Welcome guys to another video. My name is Maku.
Hello guys, it's Kobayashi.
And today we're just going to talk about specifically episode 12 of Classroom of the Elite. I'll go ahead and start it off for us.
Yes, starting off, we get back to where we started at episode 11, where Ruin keeps on dumping water on Kurosawa, pulling her hair, and he keeps on asking who was the mastermind of Class D.
Yeah, you see a really adamant face on what's his name? Ruin? Yeah. You see a very adamant face on Ruin saying, "You need to tell me the name. You need to tell me the name." Kurosawa stood firm, and she never actually told the name. And then it pans out to Anakoji.
Yeah, so then it pans out to Anakoji and his new group of friends, the Anakoji group. And they're going to... And then they were going to karaoke. But Anakoji, he said, I'm going to head back to the dorms because I feel tired. But, you know, we all know that he's going to go help Kurosawa. But while he's going back to his dorms, he actually ends up going back to the classroom where he meets up with his homeroom teacher. And then they have a conversation basically saying, "Will you help me out?" At first she was like, "No." But then he's like, "I'll show you something interesting." So then she proceeds to follow him. And then they go to this warehouse place where Kurosawa and Ruin and the other Class C members are at.
Right.
But near the front gate, another person is holding an umbrella because it's raining outside. He's holding an umbrella waiting for them. And that person is the ex student council president, Horikita Manabu.
Right. So then they end up having a little discussion, and it just sort of I forgot, what were they talking about again?
Basically, the reason why he was there because Manabu was gonna take care of the aftermath of the whole incident because Koji didn't want to deal with the whole incident, and plus that's why he brought the other teacher. But for him to do that, he wanted something else, and the deal was to make Horikita Manabu's little sister, Horikita Suzunen, to join the student council president, or the student council.
Then that makes sense. Okay. Because then shortly after that dilemma, what ended up happening, Anakoji, he went to the warehouse where Kurosawa was actually placed at, and there you see Albert. And I don't know if you ever noticed this, but in a lot of Japanese anime, it's quite funny and quite interesting hearing the accent of Japanese people when they speak English. So Anakoji in English told Albert, "I'm the one you're looking for. There's no need to panic." So then Albert actually took Koji to where Kurosawa was actually in the exact location. So after that, you want to go ahead and explain what happened?
So Anakoji and Albert entered the room where Ruin and the other Class C members are at. And the person who's most surprised is Ibuki. And then she's like, "How can it be him? During the special island exam, he didn't even suspect me at all." And then he's like, "Oh no, I did suspect you. I'm the one who broke your camera." She's like, "How do you know I have a camera?" "Because I'm the one who broke it," he said. And then Ruin's like, "Well, as I expected." And then...
Yeah. Well, it wasn't really to what he expected, because what ended up happening, Anakoji played him like a fiddle, because that's exactly what he wanted. He wanted a 4-on-1 encounter. Ruin told him, "All right, go ahead." He told his goons, "Go ahead and beat him up." And Anakoji said, "Is that it? Just these four?"
Just these four, he said. And then Ruin's like, "Why aren't you scared?" He's like, "There's no reason to be scared."
Exactly. He said, there's no reason to be scared. And so they ended up fighting. First one to attack was what was his name?
The first one to attack was Ishizaki.
Yeah. And he did very, very... he beat him very convincingly. He wasn't even trying at all.
Yeah, he just like put him in a headlock first,
yeah.
And then he just like kneed him to the face.
Yeah, simple Muay Thai, and then it moved on to Albert, which I thought he was gonna get. He looked a lot bigger. I don't know. His frame, whenever you see Albert, he's like this stature of a being, but when he was fighting Anakoji, it looked nothing of the sort, and he ended up beating him too. And what was the name again?
Then the girl, she's still surprised. She's like, "Wait, why you guys aren't trying?" And then she steps into the battlefield, and then she tries to fight Anakoji, but
she gets punked.
Yeah,
really easily.
She gets like a karate chop, easily knocked out.
Yeah. And then Ryuen said, "All right, enough is enough," and he decided to fight Anakoji himself. he didn't give him. He gave him more of a fight, I guess, but it was still a beatdown. Ryuen was telling Ayanokoji, why aren't you afraid? This is your moment to be afraid. I'll win eventually, no matter how many times you beat me. I will win. And then it pans to that once, and you want to go ahead and explain what happened?
Yeah, so the scene is when Koji has Ryuen on the ground, and he's just punching him repeatedly. But Ryuen keeps on talking. He's like, "Oh, how do you feel? Do you feel any annoyance? Do you feel any anger? Do you feel any emotion?" But Ryuen looks up, and then he just sees Ayanokoji with a straight face, and then Ayanokoji just keeps punching until until Ryuen feels the fear for the first time. Because before this, Ryuen's like, I never felt fear before.
Yeah.
He said fear was like pleasure to me.
Yeah, seeing fear in other people was pleasure to him. But turns out to his surprise, he's the one who ended up feeling fear because Ayanokoji, he felt no emotion during that time. He felt no remorse, no guilt, no emotion. Like I said, no emotion at all. Normally, when you're beating up someone at this level, just beating them to a bloody pulp, is just you end up feeling bad at a certain point. But he really just did not give two craps of what happened.
Yeah, and then Ryuen finally felt the fear, and at the end of the scene, you see Ryuen's his face is like all messed up.
Yeah, fully messed up. You ended up during this scene where he has him on a thess press. You see his blood just splattered all over the concrete or the pavement. My bad. And then it pans. Once you see his face, then it pans out to Ayanokoji talking to Kurosawa. Go ahead.
Yeah, then Ayanokoji, he's just saying, "Are you okay?" to Kurosawa. Kurosawa said, "Yes, I am." And then he's just apologizing for not coming any sooner.
Right.
But it was all part of his plan, though.
Yeah,
that's why he was apologizing for her to.
Yeah, just for her to feel better. So then he can use her in the later state, as he stated towards the end of the video or end of the episode as well.
Yeah, but at least this proves that Kurosawa is very loyal to Ayanokoji.
Yeah,
that's a great tool.
At this stage, we'll see what happens in episode 13. This is gonna be a shorter video, and we hope you do enjoy this style of format.
One last thing I want to say too. I've seen a lot of light novel readers complain about the fight, saying, actually they liked the fight, but their only complaint was the fight was supposed to, in the light novel, it took place on top of a rooftop. But I feel like it was better in the warehouse because the setting was kind of good. It was like rainy. It depicts why they dumped the cold water in that type of.
It makes
place.
sense because Kurosawa actually didn't even end up getting dragged all the way into the rooftop.
Yeah, because in the light novel it took place in the rooftop, but in the anime, the setting was very good. I didn't mind. It changed from there.
Well, if you light novel reader have a differ of opinion, just let us know in the comments down below. And as always, guys, my name is Maku.
Kobayashi.
And thank you.